Hello everyone, today I give demonstration for how to carve maxillary first premolar. Before we start carving, we need Macintosh sheet, a wax block, lacquer carver, divider, scale and polishing cloth. So let's start carving. At first, draw midline on all the four aspects of the block. Now mark cervico-occlusal length of the crown, which is 8.5 mm, and length of the root, which is 14 mm. We take cervico-occlusal length of the crown 9.5 mm, 1 mm for extra margin. And length of the root, which is 14 mm. Let's join all the 4 points. Now divide the crown portion into 3 equal halves, which is cervical third, middle third and occlusal third. Name all the 4 sides of the block, which is buccal, palatal, mesial and distal. Then we have to transfer mesiodistal dimension of the crown, which is 5 mm on cervix and 7 mm on crown. Again, we take 1 mm extra for margin. Now remove all the extra wax. Now we have to cut mesial and distal slope. We know that mesial slope is straighter and longer than distal slope. Then remove all the extra wax block. Then change the side of the block. Then we have to transfer buccopalatal dimension of the crown. Before transfer measurement, we have to again divide the crown portion on 3 equal halves. Now join the midline. Now mark buccopalatal dimension of the crown at cervix, which is 6.5 mm, but we take 1 mm extra for margin. And buccopalatal dimension of the crown is 7.5 mm. We take 1.5 mm extra for margin. Now remove all the extra wax. Now we know that lingual cusp is 1 mm lower than the buccal cusp, so we have to reduce occlusal height from palatal side or lingual side. Crown is lingually converged. Means mesiodistal width at buccal side, which is greater than mesiodistal width on palatal side. Now round off angles. Now, next step is very much important because we're gonna carve occlusal anatomy. So, we pay attention. The central developmental groove divides the occlusal cable into two equal halves. Buccal triangular ridge start from buccal cusp and end into the central developmental groove. Similarly, lingual triangular ridge start from lingual cusp and end into the central developmental groove. It has two triangular fossa, one is on mesial side and another is on distal side. Mesial triangular fossa start from mesial marginal ridge and ends in mesial pit. Similarly, distal triangular fossa start from distal marginal ridge and ends in distal pit. Now start carving. Triangular fossa is superficial in the side of marginal ridge and deepest on pit. Buccal triangular ridge and lingual triangular ridge do not merge. It is separated by central developmental groove, and mesial triangular fossa is adjacent to the mesial marginal ridge. It is superficial, and adjacent to the mesial pit it is deepest. Means triangular fossa is bit slopey. Similarly, distal triangular fossa, which is adjacent to the distal marginal ridge, it's superficial, and adjacent to the distal pit it is deepest. Buccal triangular ridge and lingual triangular ridge do not merge at center. It is separated by central developmental groove. The part of mesial triangular fossa which is adjacent to the mesial marginal ridge, it is superficial, and the part of mesial triangular fossa which is adjacent to the mesial pit, it is deepest. Means the triangular fossa is bit slopey. Similarly, the part of the distal triangular fossa which is adjacent to the distal marginal ridge, it is superficial, and the part of the distal triangular fossa which is adjacent to the distal pit, it is deepest. Now round off all the surfaces of the crown. Now mark buccal ridge, which start from buccal cusp to the cervical margin and its merges. Now mark outline of the root, which is bit straighter in buccal side and taper in lingual side. Now remove all the extra wax. Now start bifurcation of root from proximal side. Please hold the wax block properly. otherwise it may break from base. Smooth the bifurcation area. Now draw the cervical line. Maxillary first premolar has a distinguished feature, which is mesial developmental depression, which start from mesial side of the crown and end with bifurcation area. Another distinguished feature of the maxillary premolar is mesial developmental groove, which is on mesial side of the crown. This groove is aligned with developmental depression but don't connect it. Now polish the tooth. Also polish the occlusal table. Tooth from buccal aspect, tooth from mesial aspect, tooth from palatal aspect, and tooth from distal aspect. This is occlusal aspect of the tooth. Hello everyone. Today I give demonstration for how to carve maxillary first premolar. Before we start carving, we need Macintosh sheet, a wax block, lacquer carver, divider, scale and polishing cloth. So let's start carving.
Thank you for watching.